Well, good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening, traders from across the globe. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to my 2,809th installment of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar's nightly videos. These videos are to teach you the art of technical analysis, and I'm very good at that, so make sure you pay attention, and we'll see what we can do for you. This video being filmed on Monday Night for Trading Tuesday, September 8th, 2024. Did I say September? Rocktober 8th, 2024. And Rocktober 1st through 7th has lived up to its name. Extra volatility, markets run up all day, turn around and run down. So the month of Rocktober has lived up to its name, kids. And guess what? We don't expect anything different on Tuesday. Traders, it's a very risky endeavor. Risky. Never trade anything. Futures, options, stocks, ETFs, crypto. If you trade it, it's risky. Please put stops in. Put them in first. Never trade without them. For trading on Tuesday, Rocktober 8th, the YM, Red Omni, OMNI S&P, Red Omni, NASDAQ, Red Omni, Dow, Red Omni. Everyone's got a Red Omni in the indice group for trading on Tuesday. Now, I've shown you this formation many times. It's called an Oscarism known as the F flag. And I also mentioned once we started to get out of the F flag a few days ago, caution. The F flag is broken. When it breaks, we usually start to head down. Well, that's what is starting to happen. It happened on Monday, and it looks like we will get more of the same, or at least start off on the downside in U.S. indices. On Tuesday, it looks like we will get more of the same. So we'll take it one day at a time, and we, of course, will sell rallies to get in. When the market drops, we'll take our profits and run and sidestep and wait for the next signal. But that is how we will handle the Red Omni in OMNI S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, you name it. If I can get in, Mini Dow, whatever I could get into, I certainly will if I could get a fill. So what is causing that? Well, let me see if I can point some stuff out to you. Crude oil. You know what? Let's go back. Hold on just a moment. Let's go back. You see, we were throughout August, September, nice big rally, right? August, September, all good rally, right? Well, let's go take a look at something else. Look at August and September, drop in crude oil. So while crude is dropping, the stock market's rallying, which would make sense. Right now, so crude went from 81.50 and dropped all the way down to 65. Well, since it's gone, and that's this, all the way down to 65. Since 65, well, guess what? It's gone all the way up to 78. It started at 81.5. That is starting to put pressure on the stock market. What else is doing that? This guy. Remember, when bonds are rallying, interest rates are dropping. When bond futures are going up, interest rates are dropping. But when bond futures are going down, interest rates are rising. And I will tell you this right now. If you haven't looked it up, please do. If you don't know how, check with me. But when they lowered rates a couple of weeks ago, the rate right now is higher than it was when they lowered rates a couple of weeks ago. If you go to a bank and ask for a 30-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage, 10-year mortgage, your rate will be higher today than it was a week ago. The rate has gone up. Why? Because interest rates are going up. The bonds are going down. That forces interest rates up, whether or not Jerome Powell lowers them. So until there's a couple of more lowerings, it's not really taking an effect on the bond offerings or the mortgages that you're going to have to pay to borrow money. They're still as high as they were when Jerome Powell cut. In fact, they may be a little higher, who knows, than when Jerome Powell cut 2 weeks ago. So you've got crude rallying. You've got bonds dropping, making interest rates rise. Those are two of the things. Plus, of course, you've got technical reasoning. Your technical reasoning is falling out of the F flag as far as I'm concerned. There are other charts I could show you with other technical reasons, but on this chart, the technical reason is falling out of that F flag and starting to drop. The world is watching. You'll see. Now, I've had OMNI ask me for a couple of markets to look at for them. And those markets were copper and Bitcoin. I'm going to show you both. For the OMNI asking me to look at copper, here's what I can say about copper. Some sort of a V bottom is forming. Right? Looks like a V to me. Nothing goes straight up. Please remember this copper trade is up, then a down segment, then up, and then maybe a little down segment. Nothing will go straight up in these markets unless something breaks or you run into a supply issue. But you are on the rally phase. This does look like a V bottom. Overall, I think copper does better, especially if you want to throw a fundamental in with the Chinese stimulus that's happened recently. It does help copper, so there's a fundamental there as well. The technicals look like you can buy big dips if you see them. And Bitcoin was also requested. Oscar, would you go over Bitcoin again? Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Traders, first off, if you like these videos, please subscribe to them right now. Like and share them around the internet. And if you are from the UK, check it out. I am doing OMNI Camp in London. Get ready for OMNI Camp in London. That's my stupid face sticking out of the bus right there. Join me at OMNI Camp in London. How will you do that? You will simply go to omnibootcamp.com, fill out your OmniCamp applications. I will be in London in November. In fact, the absolute dates are November 15, 16, 17, and 18. It is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It is a 4-day OmniCamp. It will be held in beautiful London in the UK, just outside of London actually. I will be there. I will be there to help you, and then there will be extended help once I go home. So I'm not just going to leave the UK, leave you on your own. You will be able to work with me once I go home as well. Please make sure you fill out your applications as soon as possible at omnibootcamp.com. That's right there. If you just want to hang out with me in my free live trading room and just hang out with me, go to livewithoscar.com and literally just join the website, join the room. There are no credit cards required. It costs you nothing. Over here, same thing. No credit cards are required. Just go fill out your Omni Bootcamp application. See if you qualify for a seat in the UK. So what are we doing with Bitcoin? Let me show it to you. Okay, so what I really wanted to mention to my Omniacs who requested analysis on Bitcoin was let's wait one more day and let me explain why. So this is your Bitcoin chart, and if you haven't been following me on Bitcoin, you can see that this lovely, lovely bull flag or major channel, whatever you want to call it, has really worked well. Top of the channel, down to the bottom, runs to the top, down to the bottom, gets back to the top, fails again, down to the bottom, holds again. Almost, past halfway, but just gets one bar above the average. Back to the bottom. Almost gets to the top. And here we are right now. So why do I say let's hold off for one more day on the analysis? Well, let me make this a little, let's just go in like this. You see how we had one bar that got above this average just once, got above, dropped back below, and then we dumped. Right? So I tagged it, and I put the little red lines around it to remind me. Well, look at what we're looking at right here. It's just a one-day pop above the average. Let's see what it does. Let's give it one more day. Holds above the average, then we can consider getting long. Fails at the average, and then you can consider it doing this right here. Right? So give it one more day. We'll see what happens at that average, and then I'll be more than happy to make an assessment for you. So we're on hold in Bitcoin, but we do know overall I'm expecting 85,000 as we move higher. So that's your Bitcoin traders. Please like, subscribe, and share to these videos right now. Remember, if you are from the UK, if you're anywhere in Europe and you want to join me for a 4-day extravaganza just outside of London, really, in the UK, go to omnibootcamp.com. For everybody else, put your stops in first. Come join me at livewithoscar.com, and then remember to say this to yourselves over and over again. Are you with me, kids? 1, 2, 3. Stops are in. Emotions are out. Rock and roll. go, traders. I hope that helps you. Those who asked me to look at the Bitcoin, I hope that helps. Whoever wants me to look at copper, I hope that helped. And I hope the rest of the video helped everyone else that trades the indices every day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.